Over in Kabul, we're seeing massive protests this morning on the streets, women marching for their rights bravely, with Taliban fighters looking on, everyone very worried about the kind of country that's going to emerge now the Taliban says they're fully in control.
The Taliban is claiming total control of Afghanistan. They say they've taken the last rebel stronghold, the Panjshir Valley to the north of Kabul, and they've been posting celebrations on social media, which they say shows them in control. If true, it would be the first time in decades Panjshir has been captured. It was the center of anti-Soviet resistance and was a holdout against the Taliban in the 1990s. The fighting group there, which calls itself the National Resistance Front, denies the claim. But even if small pockets of resistance remain, the Taliban's grip on Afghanistan is all but complete. Meanwhile, at a North Afghanistan airport, the rush to leave continues, even after US forces have departed.
Well, it's grim, quite candidly. They were in good spirits when they went up there a couple of days ago. But now, like I said, they have had to switch locations because they were in danger.
Paul Stern, who works for a US-based charity which focuses on the empowerment of young women, is actively trying to get Afghan girls out of the country. These satellite photos reportedly showing chartered planes at Mazar al-Sharif airport waiting to take off, but being blocked by the Taliban. A top Republican telling Fox the Taliban is holding Americans.
6 airplanes with American citizens on them as I speak, and the Taliban is holding them hostage for demands right now.
They had been a political football where they weren't allowed to go at first, and now they're basically being held by the Taliban.
And the State Department is not confirming there are Americans on those planes, saying yesterday, "We will hold the Taliban to its pledge to let people freely depart Afghanistan." The White House now says there are about 100 Americans still in the country awaiting evacuation.
As Ida's death toll rises, President Biden is set to visit hard-hit New York and New Jersey to see the storm's devastation. The president approving disaster declarations in both states, freeing up federal funds to help with the massive cleanup effort.
The major disaster declaration means individuals are now eligible for money in those counties.
Communities still reeling after heartbreaking scenes like these. NYPD body camera footage shows officers unable to save a family in Queens from a flooding basement. In New Jersey, Richard Peak was stranded in rising floodwaters.
There goes a tree down the river, look at that.
His friend braving the storm.
I know that's him.
Coming to the rescue in a tractor.
I still don't feel like a hero. I just figured I'd help my friend out.
In New Orleans, another flash flood watch in effect, while power has been restored to 2/3 of the city.